Has Sinatra-tier singing voice. Uses it to make poop jokes. I don't see the problem here. That just means he's perfect for the role.
Does nothing. Competition just keeps shooting themselves in the foot.
What is this business strategy called? I speak on behalf of all the lecturers at any business school. How is he doing it? We landed on the moon decades before you did.
Yeah, we landed on the moon decades before you did.
Anything to weigh less, huh?
Age of Ultron.
They never tell you how old Ultron is.
Infinity War.
It only lasts 15 minutes.
Civil War.
It's just an airport scuffle.
Every freaking 18-year-old at my job wearing yoga pants, clearly trying to get an easy paycheck or move up. Literally, if they bend over, the pants squeezes their butt to the side, opening their butt cheeks to you. If I even dare look for more than a few seconds, HR's gonna contact me. One dude already got fired because he bumped into one of these women straight out of high school by accident, and she felt something. For reference, here's Cammy now. I mean, Jesus Christ, help me. A salad that it looks too shiny. That honestly looks gross because of how shiny it is. Order expensive salad that contains tomatoes, cucumber, bell pepper, carrots, onions, and lettuce. It's mostly lettuce. Try other restaurants. Same problem. Okay, I'll check online about this phenomena. Nope, people on Reddit defend it. I'm the person in the wrong. If you don't like lettuce, maybe don't order a salad, but I don't know.
Yeah, why order a salad if it's not what you want?
Because, you nutrient-lacking cabbage brain, I ordered a salad, not a bowl of cheap lettuce. It seems like people just don't understand what a salad is supposed to look like. They think salad equals lettuce. They think it's alright and perfectly fine to get charged $10 for a salad that's supposed to contain several ingredients, but in the end mostly contains lettuce. I mean, why is it okay to have any complaint about any ordered food being faulty, but when you get scammed with your salad, you just get a response like,
well, why would you order a salad anyway? It's just the way it is. Suck it up.
Yeah, you go ahead and say that to anyone who wants to change any issues with this world, and you see how well that argument holds up.
Me and E-boyfriend finally swapped pics. I love him a lot, so I thought I didn't really care about his appearance.
He's chubby and balding.
How do I get over my disgust for how he looks? Can I just tell him to diet or I'll dump him? It's not an ultimatum, it's just a promise.
Avatar, still beloved to this day. People will not stop talking about the cartoon and the new live-action show.
Meanwhile,
James Cameron's Avatar 2. Forgotten the same day it came out. Literally nobody ever talked about it.
Guys, seriously, how come one franchise is successful while the other is just a failed experiment? Pretty simple reason. There's no teenagers in the James Cameron universe that a bunch of 7 to 12-year-olds can project themselves onto throughout the next decade of their life and, further just strengthen the franchise's existence into the internet realm. Why are Japanese cops so useless? So be me, right? I witness a crime. I run to report it. I tell them someone is stealing from someone and I saw it on my phone. The guy is still doing it and is right around the corner. Cop asks me what I think I am doing.
What?
Tells me videotaping people without consent is illegal. Tell him someone is still breaking the law. So I see the guy leaving a bar. I try to explain to the cop with my N3 skills that the named bad guy, he's getting away. Cop does nothing and says I am wasting his time. Tells me he will write me a ticket if I don't leave. I mean, what the frick? I just moved here from my job teaching English and this is my first bar night? Like, what the frick? Japan is supposed to be safe? Oh, you silly little goose. If there's anything at least 4 of my old friends who were teaching and working in Japan for quite a while have taught me is that Japan really is safe and there's a lot of great services and things around if you're a local. Top row, warrior, LARPing as a wizard. Ranger, warrior subclass. Warrior, bottom row, warrior.
Here's your diverse fantasy party, bro!
Jesus Christ, Tolkien.
Hey, I like things that go ting and tang.
Be me. Quit the job. Back to square one at 30 years old. Applied for the dream position at the dream company. Aced the HR round. Aced the tech round. Went to manager round. They talked about the whole starting over schmidt of mine. Well, it got me a little emotional. I admittedly claimed so too. The boss one literally said to my face, "Oh, don't cry, we'll be sad too." Well, emotion got the better hold of me. I literally became a bitch. begging for the job. I threw stuff around like, yeah, I applied here just because you are hiring. It's my freaking dream workplace. I plan to work here till the end of my career. Several days passed, but apparently not me. Feels freaking bad, man. Screen goes black and white, except for the color yellow. Camera pans over to a flight of stairs with yellow markings. Time slows down. Inner monologue.
Looks like I can use those stairs to get up.
Game pauses. Pop-up appears on screen.
Yellow marks may indicate areas of interest. Press any key to continue.
Moses tells Pharaoh to let his people go. God decides to intervene and purposely harden Pharaoh's heart. This is an excuse so God can screw over Egypt and kill thousands of innocent people. Pharaoh is seen as the bad guy here.
Seriously, who wrote this? Humans. Humans wrote the Bible. I think that's all we really need to think about here. The dating pool for young women is literally poon addicts. So basically, guys who post on 4chan. Sensitive guys you have to perform constant emotional labor for. Guys who post on Reddit. Narcissistic, if not sociopathic, gym bros. Guys who post on Instagram. Emotionally distant manipulators. That's LinkedIn. And performative woke men who still treat women like Schmidt. That's Twitter. Bold, manlet, poor, loser. Still gets the 10 out of 10 hot gig of Stacy.
How the frick does this happen?
That's because he showed her that he had the power to destroy her, but he chose not to. Caramels that easily get stuck in your teeth. Bland, rubbery taste unless you mask it with an obnoxious amount of artificial butter flavoring. Expensive to buy at theaters. I mean, what is the appeal? I just don't get it.
Doesn't matter what we write here. If you don't get it by now, you never will. Poplet.
I was buying a lunchbox earlier today, and it reminded me of a story from back in freshman year. Be me, 14 years old. Have this one friend in school who's pretty big boned. Great guy, really. We're super good friends and play video all the time. He's like a half a foot taller than me, though. One day, I think of a funny prank. I go up to him in the hallway after third period.
Hey, what's up, Anon?
Hey, buddy, can you hold this for me? I hand him my fuzzy Chewbacca lunchbox. He extends both hands out and holds it. With both hands occupied, he has no way to defend himself.
I slap his left titty with my left hand. I slap his right titty with my right hand. The old 1-2.
They jiggle back and forth a moment. I grab my lunchbox out of his hands and run away, because he'd beat my butt in a fight. Laugh about it online later that night with him on Discord. On call with him as I write this now. He's still a great guy and a super good friend. Pick related, it's the lunchbox. This is... it's a funny thing to do. Not with your girlfriend though, folks. You're not gonna get the same reaction.
Invents humans. Leaves clues for humans so they can come find you. Humans come and find you.
Chip the frick out and kill humans because they found you.
I mean, seriously, what the frick was his problem? Well, he is meant to be the most pristine final evolution of human, and like, what do we go ahead and do? Ruin his sleep cycle. I mean, he was probably getting woken up at like 5 a.m. in the morning, and we were like his cat just nagging at him for breakfast. Spend a year with her and her son. Taught him to be a gentleman and respectful of his mother. A 4 to 5 year old kid, it was insulting and hitting his mom. Dedicate my life to the boy and her. Quit drugs, alcohol, and gambling and easy women after 15 plus years of this lifestyle. Support her financially. Pay for rent, food, clothes, vacations, kids' toys, whatever there is. I read books, talk to psychologists about how to be a stepdad and raise the kid. The kid calls me dad. I deny a $200K out-of-country job so that I can be with them. That's 30 times average salary in my country. She leaves me because I need to be surrounded by people who improve their lives and chase a career. Call me Caucus Maximus. Best friends with one of my dad's best friend's daughters when I was about 6 years old. I was closely intimate friends with them from 6 to 14 years old. We were always together, going to the same schools and the same classrooms. I mean, she was like as yet another sibling to me. Quite literally, I loved her as any of my blood-related siblings. Well, once we turned 14, puberty hits and she starts distancing from me with the excuse that she wants to make female friends, but she can't because I'm always with her. She starts having lunch with with some girls and we stopped talking that often, but we stayed as casual friends. Fast forward to high school. She finds a boyfriend that often antagonizes my friendship with her and did as much as possible to hurt our friendship. Now, despite everything, I still tried to save the friendship, but one day she started ignoring me out of the blue. No real reason except that her boyfriend told her so. Some weeks later, she gave her virginity to him, and days later, he dumped her. And she tried to seek my shoulder to cry about it, but then I was the one ignoring her. I cared in a way that I couldn't explain. I felt grossed out for whatever reason. Anyway, we drifted apart completely after that and went to different colleges. After college, I would still hear news about her because our dads remained best friends. She is now divorced with a small 3-year-old baby girl. Fast forward, we are both 29 years old. Get a message from her yesterday.
Hey, Anon, we are about to hit 30 years old. Do you want to meet up like the old days? I miss you. You were my closest friend. I tried to make new friends over the years, but every time it was like a parody of what we had. Can we start again? I want to see you again.
I don't know why she is doing this now, but it's hurting me. I'm a grown-ass man, but I'm angry and hurt for reasons I can't understand. I don't even know why I'm angry. Any advice? I can't think straight, to be honest. Say yes and meet up. Then spend the whole time talking about how much you love your girlfriend and how you're thinking of proposing to her soon.
Freaking menacing.
Works at a nuclear power plant, has a loving wife and 2 kids, owns a 2-story house, can afford 2 cars as well, has friends that hang out with him. All this with his single salary. I mean, this man lives a better life than 95% of the people who watch this show. Remind me again why Homer Simpson is seen as the quintessential loser. He actually has 3 kids. Hey! Anon can't count that high.
Recently moved out. Kind of live in the ghetto, but it's okay because of cheap rent. Lots of crackheads around at the night being loud, so I get an idea. Buy a drone with a speaker. I pay a voice actor on Fiverr to record a few lines. Fly the drone by the crackheads. Drone says,
We have been monitoring you. Leave the restricted area immediately.
Crackheads disperse. Do this for a month straight. No more loud crackheads at night. Just renewed my rent, it's gone up 30%.
Watch videos of American Latinos doing ancestry results. Shocked when they find out they are part European and part Native American.
I thought I was 100% Mexican, Puerto Rican, or Colombian.
Do people in the USA think the USA and Canada are the only settler colonial nations in America or something? Like, what the hell? Be me. In health class, have to make a PowerPoint about why alcohol is bad. 12th grade, so no one cares. Presentation day comes along. No one has done any work. Teacher opens up class file. One project, titled Alachol. Teacher walks out of room. My face went, oh, that was due today.
Make Taco Bell rewards account. Get free burrito as new member reward. Do it all over again.
I have probably eaten hundreds of dollars of free fast food over the years from doing stuff like this. I mean, surely at some point there's got to be some sort of way to measure this that makes them, like, that thwarts you from being able to achieve this, you know? Be me. 2 days ago, a public transport at 12 p.m. The bus is full and I'm with friends. Oh, but a cute girl stands next to me. I think nothing of it. I'm talking with a friend, start talking about Cards Against Humanity. I say it's boring. The cute girl overhears. It's not boring. Huh? It's not boring. At all. Okay. So I get home. And I literally cannot stop thinking about her. I dream and ache for her. What's happening, bros? I've had like 3 girlfriends before and I've slept with them, but nothing has ever hit me like this. The way she looked at me, it did something. My heart is hers. Is there hope? Congratulations, sir. You are into women who are confident and forward with you. She thinks Cards Against Humanity is fun. It's best to move on. Yeah, sorry. You're only legally allowed to enjoy that card game if you are a millennial born before 1994. How do we make femboys more accessible for the straight crowd? There's a huge portion of straight men who would love a submissive bitch like that, but they'll never give it a chance because of stigma. One of my friends summarized it pretty well.
I wouldn't mind trying, but nobody could ever know about this, and I'd hate the stress of hiding my relationships.
Here, let me fix what you're trying to say.
How do we make gay schmecks more accessible for straight people?
I mean, contrary to what your bi brain may believe, takes a little more than just looking good in yoga pants to make a straight guy into you. At least not the ones that aren't desperate.
No fur. Only 2 legs. No claws. Schmitty jaw that can't bite anything. Can just throw sticks and walk. Throw stick. Ew, it hurts. Run away. Get wrecked, ape cocks, Lamau. Stop for a rest. As I try to regen HP, Ape Man comes walking over hill. So I have to run again. Can't get as far as stamina has already taken a hit. Well, not long into rest, sure enough. Ape is back again. God, he's still just walking. I can only run so far. He just keeps walking.
Herbivore quickly pulls out their smartphone and logs onto Reddit.
God, this is freaking bullshit. I'm sick of the server admins doing frick all about it. This is clear infinite stamina exploit, and this F tier character should not be taking on S tiers and winning just because of one piece of its kit. Now, I am starting a change.org petition so the devs sort this bull out because I'm just going to stop playing until this bull is fixed.
The least psychotic meal in feudal Japan.
The Shogun sends you a message saying he will eat with you. He arrives the next month with 50 servants and retainers. First round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. Second round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. Third round of drinks is 3 bowls of sake. You haven't eaten anything yet. Pass around dried chestnuts and abalone, but you aren't allowed to eat them. You have to pretend to eat them and just put it in your pocket when no one is looking. You can eat some chilled barley noodles though. But okay, banquet begins! You get 3 trays of food. You aren't allowed to touch it until the Shogun does. Eat rice first. Eat some soup. Then eat rice. Then eat soup. Now you are allowed to eat the food. Just kidding! There's a taxidermied bird full of roast meat. You can't eat it. There's a bunch of abalone decorated with beautiful paper. You can't eat that either. There are 32 dishes of beautiful and elaborately prepared food which you are not allowed to eat. You can eat the soup and pickled vegetables and maybe some raw fish. You have to pay for all this. You are broke. The Shogun takes your land and levies a 3,000% tax on your city.
My face when...
Well, time to start an uprising.
Always hear about how Michael Cartwheel Leone is one of the most cunning characters in film history. I finally watched The Godfather expecting some galaxy brain Machiavellian Schmidt. Dude, his master plan was to just freaking shoot everybody he doesn't like. And that's why the people who start shooting things up think he's a cunning and smart man.
Be me. Lifting in the garage. Mom walks in with a plate of tendies with Chinese sauce. I always told Mom not to come into the garage while I lifted. I always told Mom to never look me in my eyes while I lifted. That's where my demons hide. She made eye contact. The plate fell from her hands. The young man she had been raising had turned into a fricked up beast. She covers her mouth with both her hands as she lets out a yelp, turns around and runs away. I put Rusty Barbell down, calmly walk up to the mirror and smash it as I see the beast too.
I mean, gosh dang it, Fit. We were gonna go shopping this weekend. What do I do now?
It really confuses me because I really cannot tell where the line is with a lot of these sort of posts on Anon, if they're like satire or they're genuinely this full of themselves. Going out with friends for the first time in a while, and we're having fun. Suddenly, people start talking about height. Girl asks me how tall I am. I drunkenly say 5'5".
Oh, you're small.
Awkward silence in the group. That's it, I give up, frick life, I'm gonna die alone.
Doing a psychology degree at university. Attending a tutor group session. One of the guys there is amazingly hot. Looks like Tony from the old Skins TV show.
Can't even concentrate because of how much of a cute little pretty boy he is.
After tutor ended, I approached him and said that some of the concepts in the material confused me. Ooh, and if he wanted to help me study tomorrow, go to his place. To my annoyance, the entire time was spent with him actually helping me with the material. I give him several hints and signs I like him and want to take it further, to which he seems oblivious. In the end, I just sit cross-legged while wearing a skirt and just let him look at my underwear. But still, he does nothing. Why are moids like this?
Just ask him out. Don't overthink things. Fall asleep on my keyboard. Polls in the thread agree with me. be me, visiting cousins after many years of not seeing them. They had a daughter in that time, and I'm meeting her for the first time. Talk with cousins and see their 3-year-old daughter. Crouch down and smile. Hi, I'm Anon. I'm your uncle. She hides behind my cousin-in-law's leg. Don't worry, Anon, she's like that with new people. I feel disappointed, but I understand the feeling. Sitting on couch looking through my phone when kiddo walks by, so I wave at her and stick my arm out for a fist bump. She runs and hides. I sigh and go back onto my phone. Now a couple minutes later,
Uncle Anon, what are you looking at?
I'm shocked by her approach, but I smile, showing her my chat with my friend.
Do you have games, Uncle Anon?
I smile at her and open up a child-friendly game for her to watch. Fast forward a few days later, cousins need to run an errand and leave me with the kiddo. I smile at her. Hey, you want to go on a walk with Uncle Anon? Well, she shyly nods as we go outside and walk around the park with her stroller. I buy her some ice cream. A little bit of ice cream ends up on her cheek. Oh, kid, be careful. So I take a napkin and wipe it off as she smiles and giggles. My heart smiles a little. I place her in the stroller and walk her home. Hey, don't tell mommy I got you some ice cream.
Thanks for taking care of her, Anon.
No problem. I wink at her. Then she holds out her fist out for a fist bump. My heart feels so happy to see her accept me. Give her a fist bump and smile.
I want to be a dad, Anons.
Have horrible acne since high school. Try multiple skincare routines. Get actual medication for my acne. Spend copious amounts of money on skincare product bullshit throughout the years. Visit my parents on Christmas and forget to bring any kind of soap. So I use an old bottle of Head & Shoulders for everything.
Oh, hey, Anon, your acne's looking better.
Keep using Head & Shoulders on my face for the lulz. My face went immediate results. The skincare industry is the modern equivalent of snake oil.
Ugh, Dr. Strange, I just can't handle how you try to solve problems. It's like so toxic and annoying.
When did this terrible writing trope of women breaking up with men for actually trying to be helpful come from? Well, I mean, to be fair, this man basically just left his entire original life and style, which she was a part of, to pursue magic, like a whole entirely different realm of life. Went out to meet old friends and acquaintances.
You got a job yet, Anon?
Not yet. I'm searching, man.
It's been 2 years already. Why are you still like this? You plan to be a wifeless, childish otaku, bro?
Everyone else starts chuckling. Literally sweated so freaking hard my shirt is visibly wet. They saw that and continued to poke fun at me until they changed topic about some random political stuff. I can't take it anymore.
I can't even green arrow correctly. I hate myself.
Boss calls me into office. Hey, Anon, we notice you've been cold and unwelcoming to your new coworkers. Unless you fix that, you're unfortunately done here. Sorry, I'm autistic.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry, Anon. Get back to work. There's no issue here.
Wow, I'm not even autistic, but that was easy.